Pyaasa is a play that is set in Kolkata, India, and it's set in the present time, and it looks at the untouchability in the society through a very narrow lens of this one young girl whose name is Chaya, who's full of energy and beauty and love and joy. And it tracks her life in 10 days and how she becomes from a child to an adult, essentially, in those 10 days. And she has a dynamic mother named Mira and a host of other characters that I play. What drew me into the play was a meeting that my director, Thomas Morgan-Jones, and I had while eating sushi as we were doing our graduate studies. We began talking about the class system in India, and I started telling him stories about my personal life and the mistreatment that I did to untouchables that came to clean toilets in my home. And I kept telling him stories pertaining to that time in my life, and he said, "It's a play, there's a play there, you know." And I thought, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah, I give you 3 weeks for a draft." So in the middle of writing papers and stuff, I ended up writing the first draft of Pyaasa, which is essentially the published version of it has 90% of what I wrote in the first draft. And you know, it's a personal story. It's a story that looks at the ugliness of the society, the ugliness of human beings, the ugly side of me when you're raised in a culture that believes in untouchability and practices it, as I have done, until I moved to this country and my life changed, and you learn lessons and you grow to treat people differently. But it is definitely one of my more personal plays that I have written. What's interesting about doing this play at Theatre Passe Muraille and the themes of Outliers is that, yes, in today's society, untouchability still absolutely exists, although it was abolished in India a long time ago. When I look at the parallels of when I first moved to this country when I was 17 years old, and right after that 9/11 happened, my entire family was severely discriminated. I was beaten up in school, called a packy, go home. All of these terrible things started to happen. We became very poor and didn't have enough money for basic things in our lives, you know. So my world turned from coming from a very wealthy family to suddenly facing poverty myself. What I'm most excited about, and I know Thomas and David are as well, is to be able to bring these people to life. I love these characters. They're a part of my being, they're a part of Tom's being and David's being. So we're really excited to be able to bring them to life and to be able to tell the stories again, you know, to be able to create the world of the play through these characters and be able to engage an audience. Pyaasa is a play that, for us, it has always brought out the joy. You know, even when audiences come see it, there's been very rare moments where people leave after a talk back. You know, everybody wants to stay and talk to us and get to know these characters. So to be able to bring them back to life again is what I'm most excited about.